In a thrilling turn of events, Los Angeles Lakers guard Marcus Smart has made a surprising return to practice, just as concerns loomed over his recent Achilles injury. The anticipation surrounding Smart's recovery peaked when he took the court on Tuesday, showcasing his resilience and dedication to the team. Coach's assessment of Smart's return. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick offered insights into Smart's practice participation, indicating that he was able to engage in most of the session. Marcus participated in the live play portions of practice today, Redick noted, providing a sense of optimism about Smart's health as the team gears up for the season. This development not only boosts Smart's prospects for the upcoming games but also serves as a morale booster for the entire Lakers roster. Fans' reactions and expectations. Smart's unexpected return has generated a wave of excitement among Lakers fans, who were anxious about the potential implications of an Achilles injury. The guard, known for his tenacity and skill, brings a crucial dynamic to the team. His involvement in practice suggests that he is on track for a swift recovery, and fans are eager to see how this will translate into his performance on the court. With the season approaching, the Lakers are hoping that Smart's return will enhance their competitive edge. As the team continues to prepare, the focus will now shift to maintaining his health and integrating him back into game situations. As the days unfold, all eyes will be on Smart and the Lakers, who are poised to make a significant impact in the league. It's been almost 10 years since the Los Angeles Lakers selected Brandon Ingram with the number 2 pick in the 2016 NBA Draft. After 3 seasons with the Lakers, the front office sent him to the Pelicans in the 2019 offseason for Anthony Davis. It's been 6 years since that happened, and Ingram is starting the season with a new team. New Orleans traded him to Toronto before the 2025 deadline, but he didn't play during the final stretch of the season. Ingram's unofficial Raptors debut didn't happen until Monday, when Toronto played Denver and Vancouver. It was just one preseason game, but Ingram looked good. Brandon Ingram showed off his full offensive repertoire in his Raptors debut. He dropped 19 points on 12 shots in 22 minutes after not playing in a game since last December. He looked a lot better than expected, knocking down mid-range shots, facilitating, and moving off ball. It's true that you can't put too much stock into how a player, or a team, looks during the preseason. Still, if the Raptors' first preseason game was a glimpse into the version of Ingram they're getting, Toronto will be a team to watch in the East. Oh, and a lot is riding on Scottie Barnes. Former Lakers lottery pick Brandon Ingram looked good in Raptors' debut. After the February trade, Ingram agreed to a 3-year, $120 million contract with the Raptors, which drew immediate criticism, in large part because of the injuries he's dealt with in recent seasons. He played only 18 games last season, after all. Still, Toronto believed in him. Perhaps Ingram is entering this season more motivated than ever, not just because he barely played last season, but because he has a prime opportunity to remind the NBA world who he is. The conversation about Ingram over the past couple of years had more to do with trade rumors and injuries than what he did on the court. Everyone knows who Ingram is as a scorer, and if they forgot, he reminded them on Monday. Toronto knows that Ingram can be more than that, though, from his playmaking to his defense. Jacob Poeltl said that Ingram's defensive intensity has impressed him thus far, highlighting how Ingram uses his length to disrupt opposing offenses. There are still questions about how Ingram will fit in Toronto and how things will look a few weeks into the regular season. It's too early to say that the trade was a win for the Raptors and that his contract will age well. So far, so good. Will it stay that way? Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz recently put together an ambitious trade target for every NBA team ahead of the 2025-26 season beginning, and he listed LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers as the Dallas Mavericks trade target. While James joining the Mavericks would create one of the most star-studded teams the NBA has ever seen, Dallas should avoid trading for him at all costs. Things would be different if James were to have been bought out by the Lakers this summer, as Dallas could have signed him outright in free agency, but making a trade for him is a risk that the Mavericks shouldn't make as Cooper Flagg begins his rookie year. In order to make a trade for James work, the Mavericks would have to match his $52.6 million salary for next season, and they'd sacrifice all of the depth that Nico Harrison has strategically built around Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving for a 40-year-old LeBron James. A James to Dallas trade wouldn't make sense. Swartz suggested that the Mavericks could send a combination of Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, Daniel Gafford, and Caleb Martin to Los Angeles for James, and even though they'd keep their core of Davis, Irving, Flagg, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively too together in this instance, they wouldn't be able to maintain an elite bench like they have right now. As things stand, the Mavericks have one of the best benches in the league, headlined by Washington, Gafford, Marshall, and Max Christie, and they'd go from having a top bench to having a weak group of reserves behind their starting lineup that would be led by Davis, Irving, Flagg, and James. The risk far outweighs the reward of trading for James, as the Mavericks would be blowing up their entire roster to make this deal happen, and they have the future to look forward to with Flagg at the center of it. Things could be a little different if the Mavs didn't win the lottery and draft Flagg, but their outlook is now much bigger than just the next few seasons. They went from having an extremely tight 3-year timeline to being a contender for years to come thanks to Flagg, and it doesn't seem like they need to go target another superstar in a trade that is nearing the end of his career. As Swartz alluded to, this would likely only happen if James got tired of playing behind Luka Doncic in Los Angeles and requested a trade, which is possible if he doesn't think he has a shot of winning a ring with the Lakers, but it would still come down to Dallas making a deal for him. There were murmurs that James had curiosity about playing for the Mavericks one day to reunite with Irving and Davis, but Dallas would still have to play ball. Getting him to Big D wouldn't be easy. This offseason, when the non-stop James rumors clouded the world's timelines, it was clear that the Mavs didn't have trade interest in him. They were only interested in bringing him in if he was bought out by the Lakers, and their stance on this likely won't change this season. Nico Harrison and the Mavericks have built a special core and one of the deepest teams in the NBA, and giving that up for a 1-year rental of James would be a move that could set the franchise back for years to come. Dallas has quietly begun to get back on track with their continuity, and trading several high-level role players to bring in a superstar would not be worth the price.